This is my very last video about Raid Shadow Legends, and we're going to get to all the people who I want to thank, but I feel like I owe you guys a bit of an explanation as to why I'm stopping content for the game and where I'm going next. So, of course, we have a long list of people that we want to thank for their support and help in the community these past months. It's been really great. It's been really great. Y'all are awesome, and I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun doing this, but we gotta talk about this, right? So Raid has really not been the most fun thing in the world for me for at least 2 months now. At least 2 months, maybe a little bit more. There have been so many things that have just completely lost their fun for me. And I think there are a couple different reasons for that. The things that have lost their fun were mostly Live Arena and Hydra. And as soon as I stopped having fun with those two things, I really stopped having fun with the game. And a large reason why I stopped having fun was because I could no longer stream. And the reason I could no longer stream was, one, I got burnt out back in February, and I decided to take a little break, and I never got into it really in a good way after that. And every time I tried in the past couple months, there have been loads of technical difficulties weighing me down. Either stuff that I think I have to purchase equipment to fix, and that's not in the budget right now, or just things that I couldn't troubleshoot. And so maybe it's kind of my fault for kind of shooting my community in the foot there a little bit, but unresolved technical issues have prevented me from streaming consistently. Now, when I have streamed and there haven't been any technical issues, not really anybody has shown up, which, you know, y'all are busy, y'all have your families, which is great, but there's not really any point in me trying to stream if nobody's going to show up. And while it is regrettable, I eventually made the choice that due to the multiple technical difficulties and the fact that the streams weren't getting much attention, I was going to stop streaming on Raid. Now, that brings me to another problem, which is YouTube views. Since January was my best month for YouTube views since I started. And since then, we've done nothing but go down. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. You know, I try to fix the content in the best way I can. I've tried to make amends, try to figure out what you guys like to do, tried to stream more, right? I've tried to do Live Arena, right? But despite all my efforts and my research and things that I've tried to do, views have kept going down, not up. I think I'm expected to get like 15 views per video now. So that being said, I was really on the point of, do I even continue this? When Game Leap messaged me and was like, all right, this is a problem. We can't keep the channel on with this going on. And I was like, all right, cool. That is confirmation that I am not supposed to do this anymore. So I was like, great. I now know that I need to stop making Raid Shadow Legends content. Now let's talk about the state of the game a little bit. Raid is boring. Like there's not really another word for it, right? Let's check out the game modes here. Let's check out the game modes. So first we've got campaign, and campaign I actually think is one of the best game modes in the game. It's 3 waves of 4 champions, and you push to get the rewards and everything. It's a very early game area unless you're going to farm Brutal 12-3, all right? I think campaign is unique as well because it has some of the most story in the entire game outside of the, you know, champion lore bits that we get on our champions, and I think that makes it a lot of fun. So campaign is still, in my opinion, one of the best things. Dungeons are odd because first you have to figure out how to clear the dungeon. And the harder dungeons, you need very specific teams or strats or champions to do. Like Ice Golem here, my only HP burn activator and you need an HP burn activator like Artak in order to do Ice Golem hard. So, you know, I've cleared out the Spider dungeon, I've cleared out the Dragon dungeon, I've cleared out Fire Knight now, all the way up to hard 10. I can farm hard 10 using Newt, which is great. I have one level left on the Sand Devil there, and I've cleared out all of Phantom Shogun's Grove. But the problem with dungeons is that they are they are repetitive, and while I get that because it's a farming game and, you can just set a multi-battle and just kind of walk away, the problem is doing it on your phone means you can't do anything else on your phone. So, I have to do it via my laptop. But all in all, I don't have too many problems with the dungeons themselves. They're fun and they give you gear. Now, gear is a problem I have something with, though, because for the past 5 months, I have not done a single upgrade for my champions. I've not been able to do a single upgrade for my champions. Part of that is because I've been trying to build new champions, Blade Course or Caldor and whatever, but the large truth of the matter is that with the gear selling filters I have on, I don't get any gear and I don't buy energy. So that's not something that can be remedied by throwing money at the problem. But yeah, Calamitous has been in the same build for 4 months now, at least, right? I've built new champs like Aphidus and Frolny, but they're nowhere near the caliber that I want them to be. And Arbiter has gotten a 1 speed upgrade in the past 6 months, I believe. So she's at 382 now. The fact that I can't push my supports faster means that Live Arena at the level I was at lost a lot of the fun because I simply could not compete. And, I was doing all the things. I was farming Dragon. I was crafting my Perception gear. I was doing the Feral gear and whatever. And my gear luck just has not been there. I have 1 quad speed roll on my entire account and a couple triple speed rolls. Now, I'm not going to complain because that's great and that's a lot more than what other people have. But when you can't compete, when you can't make your teams better for, the things like Chimera, Hydra, or Live Arena, it's just kind of like, well, what's the point? I'm not getting any better. I'm not improving. It kind of loses the fun if you stay at the same level for too long. Now, as far as champions go, this account is very blessed with champions, very blessed with champions, and I have absolutely nothing to complain about. We've got 3 mythicals here. We've got very solid legendaries. We've got faction unity champs like Caldor here. Who's the other one? We've got Kaleth. Kaleth, I quite like him, and Heraclides, pretty cool too. Cheshire Cat, we managed to snag the Queen of Hearts from the tournament. Esme is great. Hatter is great. Of course, Packmaster Shayak. We are very blessed. We are very blessed with champions here. Prince Kaimar I've now had for about a year, and he has made all the difference on my account. Lady Kimi as well, and Elva Autumnborn. Just to name a few, Grand Oak Padraig, Highkeeper Prisma. This account is incredibly blessed with champions, and I would thank Raid, but I know it's all chance. So, yeah. But anyway, I've quite enjoyed using my champions and playing around with them. It's just that my gear has stagnated to the point where, there's nothing new that I can do. Maybe part of that is I'm being so strict with my gear, but if I'm not strict with my gear, then I don't improve. So there's a bit of a give and take there. Faction Wars, they just made Faction Wars more waves but harder. They literally just turned up the difficulty. It's not Faction Wars hard. It's not a new game mode in the slightest. I like the fact that you can get the relic pieces, but we all know all the problems that Faction Wars hard mode has. Faction Wars normal is fine. It's a good game mode. It's unique. It's different. I like it. Let's see. Then Arena. Arena, as I've already mentioned, Live Arena has been losing some of the fun. Classic Arena. I think I only have these points from winning defense battles. Yeah, I only have these points from winning defense battles. There's my team. Very basic team, right? It's basically win the speed race. Yeah. So I haven't really been playing it. I like challenging different champions in Classic Arena. That's the most fun that it is for me, which is kind of cool. Then Tag Arena, I think these are also coming from defense wins. Oh, I don't have a battle history. Never mind. So we're just sitting at 1,000 points here in Tag Team Arena. I used to farm it to get the Void Shard, to get the Ancient Shards, all that kind of stuff. I might grab the energy, try to pick up the Void Shard for the Champion Chase for the Fusion. We'll see. But then we've got stuff like Clan Boss. Clan Boss, I'm quite satisfied with my progress with. I've got this new team that includes Hatter, Ninja, Corvus, Skull Crusher, and Korgar, but it's not really a team that needs a bunch of improving. It can one key, and that's kind of it. Hydra, I haven't gotten a new PB in months because of mostly my gear. Mostly my gear is the problem there. Same kind of deal with Chimera, although that's, I think, is more of a champion problem. While I do have amazing champions, most of my champions are not great for Chimera. So, that is what it is. I can't really do anything to change that. Doom Tower is just press the button and let it go. I mean, really, unless I want to build out specific epics to do the rooms and stuff, which is worth doing for the champion fragments, but it's really kind of press the button and go, figure out how to do it faster, which there have been some very impressive runs in Doom Tower for trying to figure out how to do it faster. Then Cursed City is dungeons with worse rewards, really. Like, it's the same format in all these areas of the game. It's the same format. You either fight waves or you fight the same 4 champions in arena style, and that's the problem with Siege, really. But yeah, ever since Hydra and Live Arena lost a lot of their fun, raids have just been like, well, why do I play it? You know, why do I play it? So I've got to say the state of the game is not great, which is just, it's reflected in all of our YouTube channels. I mean, not just me, but even the numbers of the larger creators have been very much suffering as well. I've been keeping track of all of that. Interest in raid seems to be horrible, which I can't blame. I can't blame anyone for that. You know, you've got Etheria Restart, which is supposedly a great game. I haven't tried it. You've got Godforge, which is about to come out, that I know a bunch of people are super hyped for. So I can't blame people for being like, King Arthur. King Arthur is another one that's been stealing the spotlight, right? So, you know, if these games treat their players better than Plarium does, like, yeah, interest in raid is going to decline, and people are going to go to those other games, especially if they have gameplay mechanics that are as good or better than raid, right? And raid has very simple game mechanics, all things considered. You've got your buffers, you've got your debuffers, you've got your damage dealers, you've got your healers, right? And you make a team with them and try to do the different builds. I like the customization they've added recently. You know, masteries give you customization, relics give you customization, gear sets give you customization, but like, if you can't get any good gear, then there's not really any point, right? So let's thank everybody who I need to thank, because there are a lot of people who I really need to thank from the bottom of my heart for this. First of all, we have Nub Raids. Thank you so much, man. I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, and to everybody who is watching this, Nub has been incredibly supportive throughout this whole process. We've done 2 collabs with him since December. He was my first ever collab, and he graciously re-recorded with me when my tech went wrong, and I only realized after we had finished recording. So Nub, thank you so much, man, for all the support you've shown. In the similar way, Colred, who just made a video announcing that he's going to leave the raid space for a while. So best of luck to you, Colred. I hope you feel better soon and have a fast and speedy recovery. But thank you for, you know, also all the support for doing the collab. It was a lot of fun talking to you, and your content really did help inspire me for the channel. We've got Bront Cat Herder. Bront, thank you so much, man. I appreciate everything you've done for the channel. And of course, Big Papa Drock, right? Drock is such a kind and friendly guy. I legitimately enjoyed talking to him, both in the collab and outside of the collab. Drock, thank you so much for all the support that you have shown the channel. Corrodor RSL was another collab that I did. One of my best friends. Thank you. He's always been encouraging. He's always been there to support the channel, to help in whatever way he could. So thank you, Corrodor, for everything you've done. Now let's move on to the members of the Discord community. So a lot of you guys have stepped away from the game, or you've had other things go on. A lot of you guys were, you know, kind of disappointed that I stopped live streaming. So top of the list, we've got Dargo, who I also did a collab with, by the way. He offered to be a mod. He offered to help clean up the server as far as organization is concerned. He's always been a fan, and I've got to thank him. I've got to thank Armenian God. Armenian has always been supportive as well. We've got to thank Peyton. Peyton's been support as well as Hermes. Ren helped me do a Amius video once, and he's done so many of my Amius runs for me. So thank you, Ren, for that. We've got Wally, who has been incredibly active in the Discord recently, despite the fact that it's been mostly dead. And we've got Demi, who has also been active recently, both on my channel and on Corrodor's channel. And finally, of course, we have to thank Game Leap for all their support and the hard work that they have put in to help this channel succeed in the past months. Those are my people to thank. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be this is going to be goodbye. If you want to follow what I'm doing, I have a TikTok that I am active on, posting every day at Ashlantean Rolls. I'll go ahead and stick a link in the description for that if you guys want to follow along, see what I've been doing, making a lot of sushi stuff. But that's kind of where I'm going to be going. So yeah, if you guys want to follow up and be a part of the community there, you're more than welcome, right? Now, as far as the Discord is concerned, it's just free for people to use. I'm probably not going to be on there as much anymore, but I'm not going to delete it or anything. I'm just gonna let people sit and chat, and you can chat about whatever you want. There's not gonna be any like raid restrictions or whatever. I'll probably make a channel for raid instead of having all the multiple channels that we've had. I'll probably just make a single channel for raid, and then you guys can just chat about whatever. If you'd like to join the Discord, if you have been a part of the community, there's gonna be a link to that as well in the description of the video. But guys, I've got to thank you for all the support you've shown, and I just feel like there's no point in beating a dead horse as far as views are concerned. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to other things, but you guys really meant a lot to me, and I got to show my appreciation for that, right? Got to show my appreciation for that. I'm sad. I really am sad that this didn't work out better, but it's an opportunity to do something else. It's an opportunity to grow in different ways. So I'm not going to be too salty about it at all. So guys, I may do a summoning video this weekend. As you can see, we've got some sacreds, but I may not. We'll see. Leave a comment if you'd like to see that one last summoning video. Guys, thank you so much for all the support, and goodbye.